Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes. First of all, I want to tell you about exam. Right? We are having two chapters in biology, lesson 1 and lesson 2. And same in the chemistry, lesson 1 and lesson 2. There are three types of questions will be there in your question paper. They may be take the correct option, true, false, and one word question answer. Is it clear to you? There are three types of question will be in your question paper. Take the correct option, true, false, and one word question answer. Be very careful about the one word question answer. Start your answer with capital letter. If you will start with a small letter, your answer will be wrong. Is it clear to you? Yes,
ma'am.
huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, start.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So today I am taking revision of lesson 1 and lesson 2. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
If you want to ask, you can ask. Do you want to ask anything?
No.
Don't have any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now I am taking revision. Look at the lesson 1. The first lesson is leaf. See, leaf, we all know leaf. There are two types of system present in the plant. System, one is root system, another is shoot system. Is it clear? Roots are present under the ground to absorb water and mineral from the plant. There are two types of roots. Tape root and fibrous root. So, one more thing, kindly learn all the definition with their example. All the definition and example. Tape root is made up of a primary and secondary root. It means that's a primary root. And from this, there are many roots arise from here. So it's a primary root. And these are the secondary roots. This type of roots are known as tape root. The example of this root is gram and pea plant having the tape root. But in fibrous root, there is no primary root. They arise from the same part, same level. These type of roots are known as fibrous root. And the example of this is maize and grass. The function of root is what? It affixes the plant, hold the plant firmly to the ground and absorb water and mineral. The second system of plant is shoot system. It's a developed system in a plant and having many parts of this. It is having like stem, flower, fruit, leaves, birds, etc. The first is stem. The function of stem is it grow upward towards the sunlight. it draw upward toward the sunlight, it erect on their own and hold the plant upright. The part of stem where leaves are grows are known as nodes. From here, it is here grows a leaves. It is known as nodes. Again, here is a one more node. In between the nodes, two nodes, there is a space. This space is known as internode. The function of stem is support. It supports the plant. It conducts the water and mineral to the soil, from soil to the other parts of the plant, and it also transport food produced by the leaves to the other parts of the plant. And orientation of leaves, it bears leaves, fruits, flowers, etc. The next is leaf. Leaf is the main important part of the plant. It is green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. The place from these leaves attached to the stem, it is known as petiole.
Petiole.
Yes, or stalk. The other name of this is stalk. The layer of this, it is known as lamina. It has a continuous petiole continues into the lamina to the center of as a thick midrib. This is known as midrib. Midrib. From this, it is having many veins. They are known as veins. They are known as veins. Types of leaves. There are two types of leaves, simple leaf and compound leaf. It's a simple leaf. Only one leaf is present here. So it's a simple leaf. But in some cases, there are many leaves arise at a one petiole. See, it's a petiole. From here, there is a many leaves present here. These type of formation of leaves are known as compound leaf. Leaves are having different kinds of shape. They may be of heart shape, rectangular, circular, etc. They have different types of edges of their leaves. Arrangement of leaves. There are three types of arrangement. Arrangement of leaves. One is alternate. Alternate. It means one after the another. One leaf grow from each node, another leaf grow from the successive node. See, it's a one node, it arises from here, it is another node, it is here one more leaves, one more leaves, one more leaves. This type of arrangement is known as alternate arrangement. Then another is opposite. In opposite leaves, one is here, then other is, see what happen is there are four sides. If there is one leaf is here, then other is here, and the third one is here, and then here. These type of arrangement in a leaf is known as opposite leaves. And the example of this type of arrangement are jamun and Fescellus, Rangoon creeper. Yes, the wall. These type of leaves grow from each node and form a wall of leaves. Wall of leaves means group of leaves. At one point, there are many leaves arise there, and this type of arrangement is known as wall leaves. It means group of leaves arise at one place. Venation. Venation in a leaves.
The folds of leaves.
There are two types of venation. One is reticulate and other is Parallel.
The leaves of second.
Yes. If see here, a net-like pattern on both sides. A net-like pattern on both sides. Right? These type of venation are known as reticulate venation, and these venation found in the leaves of people, China rose and mustard. But in banana leaves, the shape is different. In this, the lines, the veins go through the parallel to the each other. Same here.
To the each other.
Going parallel to the each other, this type of venation is known as parallel venation. The example of this type of venation is found in bamboo, banana, wheat and grass. Function of the leaf. What is the function of leaves? It produces food for the plant by the process photosynthesis and transpiration. It loses excess water from the plants. This is known as transpiration and exchange of gases. It means it takes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for the photosynthesis, and oxygen is produced in the process of photosynthesis, which is released from the leaves plant by the help of stomata present in the leaves. These are the function of leaf. Now photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants make their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll and sunlight. These four things are required for the photosynthesis, and these things are water absorbed from the soil, carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere,
sunlight,
and chlorophyll. These all are yes. Yes, who want to tell?
कोई और है?
Okay. So, with the help of this, it forms glucose and oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, H2O, water, here sunlight and chlorophyll. It gives C6H12O6 and O2. It is glucose. This is the process of photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Yes, the cells of leaves contain chlorophyll are present in the upper side of the leaves. Hence, they receive maximum sunlight. The chlorophyll is in the upper
Maximum.
Due to this, they trap maximum sunlight for the photosynthesis. Veins present in leaves carry water to the cell containing chlorophyll. Here, numerous tiny pores are present at the lower surface of the leaves, and these pores are known as stomata.
Stomata.
Yes, and these stomata exchange the gas, carbon dioxide and oxygen. These stomata has guard cell. They are having guard cell for opening and closing. They have the capacity to close and open. Why you are unmute your mic? What is happen in the photosynthesis? See, sunlight falls on the chlorophyll. These chlorophyll work on water. Here water molecules are split into two different ions, H plus ion and OH ion. These H plus ion work with the carbon dioxide and forms glucose. And this OH ion, it is also known as hydroxyl ion. Hydroxyl ion, and it is known as hydrogen ion. They work with the oxygen and produce oxygen. Here is a glucose and sucrose. There are two types of sugar, sucrose and glucose. This is the method of photosynthesis. The byproduct is glucose and oxygen. The factor affecting photosynthesis. There are 4 different factors which affect the photosynthesis. Factor affecting photosynthesis, and which is temperature. Another is wind, and the third one is light, and fourth is humidity. In all 3 cases, if increase in temperature, increase in the speed of wind and light, no, it is availability of carbon dioxide and water. These 3 factors are influence the rate of photosynthesis. As we increase the temperature, the optimum temperature for photosynthesis 20 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. If we decrease the temperature below the 20 degree and increase above the 35 degree, the rate of photosynthesis decreases. The light is required for the photosynthesis, but it is certain,
मैम ये क्या कह रहा है सूरत?
but a certain limit. Importance of photosynthesis. Why we need photosynthesis? We need photosynthesis to grow food for the animals. So we depend on the plant. So it is necessary the process of photosynthesis occur in the plants. Animals eat plants, and these animals further eat the other animals. Due to this whole chain is there, we all depend on the plants. Oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis, and which is necessary for our respiration. During the photosynthesis, oxygen is released and carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis due to the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen maintained by the photosynthesis. Transpiration. Transpiration is the process from plant mainly through leaves, water vapor. Remove the loss of water from the leaves is known as transpiration. The loss of water, excess water from the plant is known as transpiration. There are 4 factors affecting transpiration: sunlight, temperature, and wind and humidity affecting transpiration. Sunlight, temperature, wind, and humidity. If we increase in sunlight, temperature, or wind, it increase the rate of transpiration. Rate of transpiration. But in the humid day, there is already water vapor present in the environment, atmosphere. Due to this, in a humid day, the rate of transpiration decrease.
Princess.
Yes, importance of transpiration is what?
Decrease.
It maintains the concentration of sap inside the plant body. It form a upward force by losing water molecules with the transpiration, and it gives cooling effect to the plant. This is the importance of transpiration. Modification of leaves. Who is talking? Garima. Modification of leaves. In some plants, stem is too weak. Tendrils. Stem is weak and it do not stand erect, and it is having coil-like structure, and these coil-like structures are known as tendril. These tendrils attach to the other plant and leaflets to stand erect. These type of modifications are known as tendrils, and the example is lentian and
What's the next?
glory lily.
Glory lily.
Yes, the spines. Spines present in desert plant cactus. Spine present in the desert plant. In this, the leaves modified into spine, and it is beneficial to prevent the loss of water through the transpiration. The example of this is date palm, and cactus. Scaly leaves, some onion and ginger, some plants having scales on their leaves, and these are known as scaly leaves, and the example is onion and ginger. Vegetative propagation. In some plants, the other parts of the plant like root, stem, leaves ready for the vegetative propagation, they form new plants with the stem, roots and leaves. These type of reproduction is known as vegetative propagation. In bryophyllum leaves, there is a leaf of bryophyllum having nodes, birds on them. They are
Birds.
birds. They are having birds on them. When this bird falls on the ground and get the favorable condition, it grow into a new plant. This type of reproduction is known as vegetative propagation. Insectivorous
Vegetative
plant.
insectivorous plant.
The plant which eat insect to fulfill the requirement of nutrients. These type of plant are known as insectivorous plants. Why they eat insect? To fulfill their nutrients requirement.
Because they didn't have.
Like nitrogen. There are different kinds of insectivorous plants. Pitcher plants have the structure of pitcher and having leads on them. When an insect sit on this, it close the lead and trap it in the, drag it into the pitcher. And these type of plant are known as pitcher plant. Other type of ladderbird and Venus flytrap. It has long pointed hair that are sensitive to touch. The lamina has two halves with midribs in the center and act like a hinge and help in opening and closing the leaf. It has two parts. They can close and open. These are known as Venus flytrap. The next is flower. I explain you flower. Flower is the reproductive part of the plant. Reproductive part of plant is flower. It has four whorls. One is outer small green-like structure. It is known as calyx. And calyx having the small green leaves. Green leaves called sepals. They are known as sepals. And the another colorful part of a flower is corolla. Corolla, the leaves, colorful leaves, and having good smell, fragrance. And these are known as petals. They are known as petals. Yes, these petals attract the insect and bird for the pollination. The third word is androecium. Androecium is a male part of a flower. Androecium is a male part of a flower. And they are having stamens. They are called stamens. Yes, these stamens having two parts. One is anther and other is filament. A tube-like structure is known as filament. And this is anther. Bilobe. Two lobes are there. And these anther having pollen grains. They are having pollen grains. Right?
Pollen cell or pollen grains.
Yeah. Now the fourth wall of flower is gynoecium. And gynoecium is it's a female part of flower.
Female.
It has three parts. This is known as stigma. The upper part is known as stigma. A tube-like structure is known as style, and the last at the base, swollen part is known as ovary. This is all about the gynoecium, and this ovary contains ovule in it.
STO.
Yes. Now, types of flower. There are two types of flower: complete flower and incomplete flower. Complete flower having all four walls. Complete flower,
Has calyx.
yes, calyx, corolla, gynoecium, and endoecium.
Incomplete flower has
Having all four walls. But in incomplete, there is a absence of one of them, endoecium or gynoecium. Only one is present there. Any, either it is male part or a female part. Part is absent. If one part is missing, then it is known as incomplete
incomplete flower.
flower. Any one of the wall is missing. Any one. It may be sepal, petal, gynoecium or endoecium. Any one is missing, then it is known as incomplete flower. Then unisexual and bisexual. Uni means one. Means in this flower, only one male or female part is present. In this, either it is gynoecium is present or endoecium is present. One is missing here. These type of flower are known as unisexual flower. But in bisexual flower, both the part are present. Male and female part are present. And this is known as bisexual flower. An example of unisexual flower are papaya. Yeah. Learn all the example in all the definition. So prepare it well. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Then pollination. What is pollination?
Pollination.
Transfer of pollen grains from the stigma of a flower.
Pollination.
I want to tell you, learn all the defined with example. Is it clear? Learn defined with examples. Pollination, transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma. Is called pollination. It's called pollination. There are two types of pollination. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. In self-pollination, the stigma and pollen grains of same plant transfer to the stigma of the same plant. or the pollen grains of another flower of the same plant is known as self-pollination. But in cross-pollination, there are two different plants are there and having flowers. The pollen grains of these flower transfer to the stigma of this flower. This type of pollination is known as cross-pollination. Self-pollination found in pea plant and cross-pollination is in such agent of pollination. There are
A, B, C, C,
three
D.
agents of pollination. When insects sit on a flower, the pollen grains attach to the body of the insect, and when they sit on the another flower, they leave the pollen grains to that flower. This is known as insect pollination. Then wind pollination, the pollen grains transfer from anther to the stigma with the help of wind. And water, the water in the floating part of anther and pollen grains reaches to the stigma of a flower. This type of pollination, this is the agent of pollination is water. What are the characteristic features in water pollinated flower? They are small in size, pollen grains are light and easily float on water, and pollen grains are covered with a waxy coating which help to protect the pollen grains from the water. But the characteristics of insect pollinated flower are large and brightly colored, having a good smell, and pollen grains are sticky in nature to stick on the body of insect. Wind pollinated flowers are small and not clearly visible. They are very small and not clearly visible. Stigma is large and feathery, and pollen grains are light, small and dry. What is fertilization? Learn the definition of fertilization. The fusion of male gamete with the female gamete is known as fertilization. After fertilization, the cell is known as zygote. What happens after the fertilization? Ovule change into seed and ovary change into fruit. This change we can see after the fertilization. The other part of flower like stamens, styles and sepal petals will fall off. There are different types of fruits, fleshy fruits and dry fruits, and fruits are having three layers: epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Three layers of fruit.